I'm surprised you're not on your hands and knees scrubbing the kitchen floor this morning.
Get lost.
So you admit your plan to get Mom and Dad to change their minds about Grounding was like whacked.
Hey, go away.
Face it, Kay. You're not going to the prom this year.
That's all you know.
Well, I hope you all haven't eaten yet because I'm going to whip up a batch of my super duper French toast.
All right.
Oh, none for me, Aunt Grace. I'm not really hungry.
Charity, you haven't had much of an appetite lately. You feeling all right?
I bet you I know what it is. Prom's coming up, and she's never been to one.
Yeah, the prom.
Well, there's no reason to be nervous. You are going to have a wonderful time. Now have at least one piece of French toast. It'll make me feel better.
What are you thinking, Kay?
I think I just figured out how to get myself to the prom.
This is Eve Russell. I was calling to check in on Chad Harris.
Yes, Dr. Russell. I'm afraid he's still unconscious.
I see. I was hoping he would have come to by now.
Doesn't sound good.
No, it does it.
You aren't still blaming me for what happened, are you, Simone?
All I'm saying is, if Chad doesn't pull through, I will never speak to you again. Now, one more time, Whitney. What were you thinking about that was so damn important that now Chad's life is hanging on it? Tell me. I'd really like to know.
Butterfingers.
Sheridan, you're home.
I got back late last night. So, how did things go in Bermuda with Teresa? I take it you avoided any unexpected situations.
Sheridan, I told you that fantasy I had about Teresa was a one-time thing. I love Gwen.
The real question is, how do you feel about Teresa?
Saw this before.
Teresa, wake up.
Please.
Teresa, what's going on? Why'd you get a dress like this?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me higher. Breathe in, breathe out, keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Charity, why don't I make you something else? Poached egg on toast?
No, thank you. I'm really just not hungry.
Me neither. I've been too worried about Chad being in the hospital. Maybe on his deathbed.
10 to 1, I know what Kay's loss of appetite's all about.
prom.
Yeah, she thinks if she gets us worried enough, we'll revoke her punishment and let her go to the prom after all.
Well, would it really be so bad to let her go?
Grace, she lied to us and snuck out to a jazz club late at night.
I know. But, you know, with what happened to Chad, it just really doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore.
Well, I think we should stick to our guns. Kate could use with a little discipline.
Who are you trying to kid? You couldn't keep a hunger strike until lunchtime.
You'll see. I'm gonna get Mom and Dad so freaked out by not eating that they'll do anything to cheer me up, including let me go to the prom.
Go for it. Only, you couldn't have picked a worse day. Mom really outdid herself.
Thanks for the update, Cleo. I'll be in to check in on Chad later.
Why won't you tell me what you were so wrapped up in that now Chad could lose his life over it?
Look, just back up, okay?
Would you cut it out, Simone? What happened to Chad is not your sister's fault. It was an accident, pure and simple. I'm just glad that Chad was able to push Whitney out of the way so it's not her life that we are praying for this morning.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
I didn't say that. He's in very serious shape, but at least his vital signs were stable throughout the night.
Mom, I want to go see him, okay?
No, you're not. If anyone's gonna visit him, it's me.
Neither one of you is going to go see him this morning. He needs to rest. But if you do go and see him this afternoon, no bickering. For his sake, if not for your own. I have to go. Grace wants me to come by this morning.
Oh, I wanna go. Let me go get my purse. I need to see Kay.
And how about you?
Oh, I'm going to check on Teresa. Thanks.
Why, is anything wrong?
No, not really. It's just that she just got back from Bermuda for some job for Ethan Crane, and I haven't talked to her since she got back, so.
Wow, that's some part-time job she's got there.
Sort of. But, Mom, do you mind not saying anything to anyone about it?
Well, Pilar knows about it, doesn't she?
Yeah, of course. It's not Pilar. It's, Luis. He hates the Cranes with a passion, and he would kill Teresa if he knew that she was working for them.
Answer me, Teresa. Where did you get this dress? Must have cost a small fortune.
It's kind of complicated.
Well,
Luis.
then uncomplicate it for me, will you?
¿Qué pasa, hijos?
Well, I was just asking Teresa how she could afford a dress like this.
It was a gift.
Give me a break. The only people rich enough to afford something like this and give it away are the Cranes. Oh, my God.
Be honest with me, Ethan. How do you really feel about Teresa?
Well, I told you she's great. And she's got a good head on her shoulders, and she has a terrific sense of humor.
Not to mention being pretty. And sexy.
That's not why I like to be around her. No, she's fun to be with. And we talk to each other. And the way I feel about Gwen is completely different. I've known Gwen practically my whole life. We belong together. And, we are going to have a long and happy marriage.
So long as you can stop fantasizing about Teresa when you're making love to Gwen.
Look, I told you that only happened once, and it was because of the things my father and Chad put in my head.
Wow. Teresa looked especially delectable today.
I didn't notice.
You should look into that new laser eye surgery.
For the last time, Father, I'm not interested in Teresa that way. She's a good friend to both Gwen and me.
It's a pity, because even though you're bound and determined to remain faithful to Gwen post-nuptials, you'd at least have some very sweet memories of Teresa from before to help get you through the lean years.
And I'll tell you, Sheridan, I thought I'd seen everything about my father, but he outdid himself in Bermuda.
Julian was in Bermuda?
Apparently he was on a tryst with one of his girlfriends. But when I ran into him, he was in Teresa's bed in a pirate's costume.
What?
Well, he claimed it was an accident. The hotel clerk gave him the wrong key, but I don't know.
Poor Teresa, she must have been mortified.
She was, but she handled it like a sport. I don't think she suspected anything but an honest mistake.
I hate to say it, but I would not put it past Julian.
I wouldn't either. You won't tell Mother?
Oh, of course not. Although by now, I'm sure nothing your father does surprises Ivy.
I can't imagine hurting someone you care about like that.
It's because you are nothing like Julian. You're a good guy. You better stay that way. There aren't too many out there.
Teresa, why would the Cranes buy you a dress like this? You don't even know them, do you?
Well, they didn't exactly buy the dress for me, Luis. I mean, well, it was a
Look, I
hand-me-down.
want the truth, Teresa. Where did you get this dress?
Maybe I should come back later.
Not so fast, Whitney. Teresa was just about to explain why the Crane family is suddenly presenting her with expensive hand-me-downs.
Let me see the label, Luis. This dress was purchased in a store in Bermuda. See for yourself.
Now, do you believe me, Luis?
I know for a fact that the Cranes visit Bermuda often.
All right. I'm glad that you didn't throw your money away on something like that, but frankly, I don't know which is worse. That, or that you're accepting charities from the slimiest family I've ever known.
Luis!
Look, I know how you feel about them, Mama, but I mean it. You know, I'm not happy that Teresa is even touching something that was worn by the Cranes. At least that's the closest you'll ever come to one of them.
Look what the cat dragged in. Where have you been?
Oh, hither and yon. I had some business to attend to, out of town.
What was her name?
I'd love to be able to play your little game with you this morning, darling, but the fact is I'm exhausted. Not much sleep last night. You know.
Well, whoever she is, she has my deepest sympathies. You are truly revolting.
Good to be home, darling. Sweet Teresa. I can't wait to find out what secrets you have hidden in here.
Well, I talked to the night nurse this morning. She said there's been no change in Chad's condition.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We were just talking about him.
I'm so scared about Chad.
I'll be fine. Hey, get me a muffin and sneak it to me, okay?
Why can't you get it yourself?
Because I'm trying to convince my parents that I'm not going to eat so that they'll feel bad and try to cheer me up by letting me go to the prom.
It's not gonna work.
Why not? They fell all over themselves when Charity missed one meal.
That's different. Everyone knows Charity is not the queen of schemes like you are.
Just get me a muffin, Simone. I'm famished.
Eve, I have a big favor to ask you. Anything.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but may I be excused? I want to work on the hem of my prom dress.
I'll help you, Charity.
Honey, sure.
Oh, I must have gotten them all myself when I was doing the dishes.
Yeah, sure, yeah, you must have.
Grace, of course I'll look in on the girls while you and Sam are away.
Sure won't be too much of an imposition.
No, don't ever think that.
You are the best friend a person could ever have. And you know, I think Sam's taking me sailing so that I won't imagine any naked women in the next room. Hey, let me warm up your coffee.
Even Ivy won't be able to ruin a romantic getaway if we're out in the middle of the ocean.
Excuse me, might be the hospital.
Dr. Russell?
Well, you really are falling down on the job, Eve. Even after I did you the biggest favor with that mugshot. We had a deal. You were supposed to be keeping me informed of Sam's plans and whereabouts 24 hours a day. For starters, where is he right now?
Eve, what is it? Is something wrong with Chad?
Eve, are you there?
Look, hey, I'm sorry I went off on you, Teresa. Look, you know, it's when it comes to the Cranes, I see red, and I think that you were involved with one of them. Just, hey, that's not what happened, right? Eat your breakfast before it turns to ice, huh?
I will.
Yeah.
I deceived my son for you, Teresita.
Mama, I am so sorry. But you saw how mad Luis was, and I didn't know what to do.
What were you doing in Bermuda? And where did you get this dress? Never mind. I don't want to know.
But it was wonderful, Mama. Ethan and I, we had the most amazing time.
I said I don't want to hear it. When are you going to realize that Ethan is going to marry Gwen Hotchkiss and not you? After the wedding? When your heart has been broken into a million pieces? ¿Por qué, Teresa? Why must you do this to yourself, hija?
It's fate, Mama. It's meant to be.
You were about this close to Luis signing up for a lifetime at the convent.
Don't you be mad at me too, Whitney. Everybody else is.
Look, Teresa, I'm not mad. I just can't stand watching this anymore. I mean, it's like looking at a train coming down the tracks, about to derail, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Well, don't you want to hear about Bermuda?
You're going to tell me anyway.
Last night, it was the most incredible night of my life, Whitney. I was wearing this beautiful negligee that Ethan bought for me, and the moonlight was reflecting off the ocean, streaming into my suite. And Ethan was there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ethan was in your suite?
Lying next to me, holding me close, ready to make love to me.
Stop.
Okay, well, that part was just my dream, but it was so real, Whit.
Okay, so no one was actually in bed with you, right?
Well, Ethan's father was.
What? You were in bed with Julian Crane?
What happened last night when you went to check on Sheridan at the Crane cottage?
I don't want to talk about it.
But she is all right.
You mean, is she back to her usual pig-headed, obnoxious arrogance, be herself? Yeah, she is.
Well, I'm glad she's okay.
So am I. So now that her hitman's behind bars, I don't ever have to see Sheridan again. And nothing can make me happier.
You could have been killed.
Calm down, Ethan. As you can see, I am perfectly fine.
Thanks to Luis. So what happened to your bodyguard?
Look, don't blame Mike. I let him go as soon as I got there. I mean, I thought I'd be safe at the cabin.
Well, she lied to me on the phone.
I'm sorry. I knew that you'd be upset.
Damn right, and for good reason. Well, thank God Luis got there in time. I don't know how I'll ever thank him again.
I would have been fine without Luis and his parachute.
Parachute? What parachute?
Oh, it's how Luis got to the cabin before the local police. But I'm telling you, I could have gotten out of there myself without all of his theatrics.
So you're saying you weren't scared when the hitman had you tied up?
I admit I had a shaky moment or two. I mean, especially after I heard him admit that he killed that singer thinking she was me.
Oh my God, this is getting worse and worse.
I'm not saying I wasn't relieved when Luis finally showed up. I'm just saying that I didn't need him as much as he thinks I did. You know, the worst part was the drive back to Harmony. He was practically crowing over what happened in the coffee shop.
Which was what?
It wasn't that big a deal.
Luis and I stopped for a bite to eat at this little roadside diner. And, well, there were these cowboys who got a little carried away wanting to dance with me.
And Luis got you out of that one too, didn't he?
So what if he did? He's still the most obnoxious, annoying, supercilious jerk I've ever met in my entire life. I mean, if I could just have one wish, it would be to never see him again for as long as I live. What is it, Mom? Is it about Chad?
What is going on, Eve? Where are you?
Just calm down. It's not about Chad. It's something else.
I'm sure Chad's all right.
Excuse me. Ivy, I can't talk now. I'm not at home.
Fine, then just meet me at your house. Unless TC is there.
No, he's not, but...
No buts, Eve. We had a deal. I keep your trashy past a secret, and you help me get Sam back. Oh, unless, of course, you want me to blow up this really unflattering mugshot I'm holding in my hand right now. Just think how that would look plastered all over the billboards downtown.
You wouldn't.
No. Not if you meet me at your house with the information I want. It's entirely up to you.
I'm just glad you're home and that French thug is behind bars where he belongs.
So am I. And now I am rid of Luis Lopez Fitzgerald once and for all.
Crane residence? Yes, hold on a sec. It's for you.
Thanks. Hello? Yes, this is she. No problem, I'll be down right away. It's a police station. They need me to come in to give a statement. I guess they want to wrap up this case against my hitman.
You want me to come?
No, I'll be fine. I know Luis has the day off, so I'm safe. I'll see you later. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh, I couldn't get into half the trouble you do if I tried. Oh, hello, Father. I didn't know you were back from Bermuda. I didn't recognize you without your pirate's patch.
Well, you won't sound so superior after you've been trapped in a monogamous marriage for a couple of years.
You know, I may be your son, but I don't share the same morals you do. Or I should say, the lack thereof.
Can you really be that self-righteous after your trip to Bermuda? Say what you will, you had to be more than a little tempted to enjoy a night of passion with the lovely Teresa.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
What makes you so uncomfortable to talk about her? There's no reason to be ashamed, son. She's a beautiful girl. You're a healthy, red-blooded American male, not to mention a Crane.
And what does that have to do with anything? Look, cheating is wrong, and I would never do anything to hurt Teresa or Gwen.
Well, you may be foolish enough to pass up a romp in the hay with a housekeeper's daughter, but I most certainly am not.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You were in bed with Julian Crane?
No, it's not what you think.
I hope not.
No, it was just like really an embarrassing misunderstanding. The desk clerk gave Mr. Crane my room key by accident, and he didn't realize until after he came into bed with me.
Ugh, unreal.
But that's only part of it. I mean, he was wearing this really weird pirate getup, you know, with like a patch and a hook and everything.
Julian Crane? Yeah. You're not making this up, are you?
No, I swear. Anyway, the best part about being down there was Ethan. I mean, he tried not to be affected by how romantic that place was, but I could tell it was getting to him. You're not listening.
I'm sorry, Teresa. But something happened while you were gone that I need to tell you about. Chad was in a really bad accident.
What happened?
Some construction scaffolding was about ready to fall, and I would have been crushed if Chad didn't push me out of the way. But it got him instead. So now he's in the hospital in critical condition.
Oh, my God.
I'm so scared that he's gonna die, Teresa. And it'll be all because of me.
You really care about him, don't you?
Look, Teresa, it's not the way you think, okay? I'm just grateful to him for saving my life. That's all.
Whitney, you have fallen in love with Chad.
You're gonna look like an angel. God, I can't believe that you're making your own prom dress. It's gonna be just the most drop-dead, eat-your-heart-out dress on the whole boat. This is gonna be the best night of your life.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, why wouldn't it be? I mean, come on, this is your first prom, and you and Miguel are madly in love with each other. What could be more perfect than that?
If I tell you something, will you promise to keep it to yourself?
Cross my heart, yeah.
I just keep having the worst feeling that something really, really bad is going to happen at this prom.
You mean like those other premonitions you've had?
Why me, Jessica? Why do I have to be able to see into the future?
It's some kind of gift, I guess.
Yeah, well, I don't want it. I just want to be like everybody else. I don't want to have glimpses of what's going to happen in the future, especially these bad things.
Maybe they're not premonitions. Maybe they're just normal, everyday fears. And you've had more than your share lately because you've been tired. I mean, you said yourself that you haven't been sleeping well. You know, not to mention that all the pressure that everyone's been putting on you, saying that you and Miguel are going to be prom queen and king. I'd be nervous too.
You would?
Way nervous. But, I mean, what you gotta do is you gotta clear your mind of all the negative and concentrate on how much fun you and Miguel are gonna have that night.
Is everything okay?
Oh, fine. It's just my accountant. He has some financial papers he needs to go over with me and TC. I don't know when I'm going to find the time.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. It looks like I'm going to have to go into the station after all.
Does this mean we're not going to go on the sailing trip?
No. I promise to be home early enough to help you pack. Okay. And, oh, yeah, by the way, have you seen my new shoes?
Yeah, they're in the closet on the right-hand side under the... You know what? You'll never find them. I'll help. We'll be right back.
Excuse me.
I'm telling you, Simone, you have to strike while the iron is hot.
But you can tell my mom's mind is a million miles away since she hung up from that phone call.
That's the point. If you're ever going to convince her to let you go to the prom, now is the time.
Okay, I think your hunger strike, it was affecting your brain, except you cheated.
Please, Simone, if you don't go, I don't go.
Mom, I have a question to ask you.
Yes, honey.
Well, Kay and I have given thought to what happened the other night at the jazz club. And we both know we were wrong to sneak in, and even more to lie about it.
And we're really, really sorry, Dr. Russell. It'll never, ever happen again.
That's good, girls.
So, the thing is, I was wondering if maybe you could find it in your heart to let me go to the prom after all.
It's fine, honey. Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh, Mom, Dad, Dr. Russell said that Simone could go to the prom, and it would just be totally unfair for me to stay home and not go.
If Eve's given in, I don't see how we could hold out without seeming like monsters.
Oh, you're right. Okay, you can go to the prom.
Oh, thank you so much, Mom. Thank you, Dad. I love you.
Oh, we love you, too. I just hope you learned your lesson.
Oh, I did. I promise. From now on, I'm just going to be perfect.
We don't want perfect. Just truthful and honest.
You got it, Dad. Come on, Simone. We have a lot to do.
I'll see you later.
Bye,
Okay.
sweetie.
Bye, Eve.
Eve, you lied about that phone call. I know it wasn't your accountant.
What are you doing here?
I was called in for questioning. I thought you had the day off. Oh, wait a minute, let me guess. You decided to find someone who needed to be rescued. Well, maybe you'll find someone who wants it this time.
Yeah, well, don't worry. Next time you need my help, I won't be around.
Hey, that's fine with me. I certainly didn't need it the last time.
Oh, is that right? So we're talking about the French hitmen or the dancing cowboys who look like they wanted to take you on the road with them.
I'm not even gonna get into this with you. Why don't you just go ahead and do whatever it is you need to do?
Right.
Good. You're both here.
We were both called in for questioning?
I'm afraid so.
I'm out of
leaving.
here, Sam.
That phone call you got was about Chad, wasn't it? I'm afraid he's worse and he just didn't want the girls to know.
No, that's not it, Grace.
Well, something threw you enough that you reversed your decision about Simone going to the prom. Now both the girls are going.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, do you want me to go and tell them that I just wasn't paying attention?
No, it's all right. Let them go. No, Eve, it's you that I'm worried about.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Don't say you're fine. It's obvious that something's been bugging you for a while, and I want you to know that whatever it is, you can trust me with it. You know that, don't you? Right. Because I love you very much. And there isn't anything in the world that I wouldn't do for you if I could.
I have to go. But I'm okay, Grace. I promise.
Hey, I'm here for you if you need me, okay?
What am I gonna do?
Look, Teresa, I do admit that I was wrong about Chad. He's not all bad. But that doesn't mean that I'm in love with him, okay?
He's just a friend, right?
Right, exactly. He's a really good friend who I owe a great debt of gratitude for saving my life.
Say what you want, Whitney, but your eyes are a dead giveaway.
Oh, Teresa, I don't even want to talk about this, okay? You know what? Tell me all about Bermuda.
It was like being Cinderella. Ethan took me shopping. We had the most romantic dinner, and then he danced with me. It's that wonderful aroma.
It's the magic plant.
The magic plant?
Uh-huh. Comes from a mysterious island not too far from here. Now, they say it drives men and women crazy. And whoever smells it falls immediately in love with the person they're with.
You better hope that Luis never finds out about that.
Well, how could he? I mean, Mama's not going to say anything, and you're not going to say anything, and nobody's ever going...
What?
I almost forgot. Oh, my laptop. I left it at the hotel in Bermuda, and my diary is on it.
Whoa, your diary?
Yeah, everything that I've done, that I've thought, that I've wished about Ethan, it's all on there. And if anyone sees it, I'm so busted.
How delicious. A glimpse into a beautiful young girl's innermost thoughts.
Oh, that must be my hat. I ordered it for the sailing trip. I'll be right back.
It's not real. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
I am not going shopping for a prom dress while Chad lies in ICU unconscious. And even if he does get better, he still won't be well enough to DJ like he was supposed to.
Simone, you've got to start thinking positively. Chad will recover in time. And you and I will recreate Carrie so that I'll get Miguel and you'll get Chad. And
Unless somebody else beat you to it.
What do you mean? That isn't what it looks like. Whitney is just here out of guilt. She doesn't have any romantic feelings towards Chad.
I do care about you, Chad. But just as a friend, okay? That's all.
So, tell me, where is Sam? What's he up to?
I assume he's at work.
Well, tell me something I don't know. Something that only you, as Grace's best friend, would know.
They're going sailing tonight for a couple of days.
Really? Well. I love sailing.
Well, I don't know how you possibly think you can intrude on him this time.
Well, then you don't know me very well, do you, Eve? Because I always find a way when I want something. And I want Sam.
Forget it, Sam. Look, I'll come back when you're finished with her, okay?
No, you stay. You work here. Call me when he's not around.
Both of you put a sock in it, because no one's going anywhere. We need to discuss something important. Something neither one of you can run away from any longer.
Hi.
Teresa.
Ethan, I was wondering if you heard anything about my laptop. I mean, did the hotel in Bermuda find it?
They said they haven't found anything.
But that's impossible. I mean, I left it in my room.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, at least you backed up all your work on disk.
It's not my work I'm worried about, Ethan.
Well, what else is it? I mean, what else do you have on there?
Ethan's wedding. My to-do list. Ivy Crane's summer party. My diary. Now that sounds like interesting reading.